I was born into a male-dominated family. Hell, we were born into a male-dominated world, all women. That's what it is. And it's so hard for women to survive in this world and to understand how men make it and do what they do. So me growing up in this family, I learned the ins and outs. I was the fly on the wall, listening to my brothers, their friends, my father, everybody do what they do and have no remorse or no regret about the things they said and did, how they treated women and how they put them down, how one slept with one woman and the other slept with her too, and they'd get together and talk about it. So I learned from the best. I learned from my family, men in my family. I learned from men. So I grew up and went into the big world and decided that I wanted to work for a company, get up there, be a businesswoman. It wasn't my main goal to get married. Those were never my dreams. I wanted to make money like the men did. I wanted to roll with the big boys. So I decided to work for a company. Guess what came along with sexual harassment? Yeah, it was bad. My boss grinding on me, nothing being done about it. Then I come to find out my boss wouldn't give me the position, the lead position, because I was a woman. And it was told to me directly from the man that I trained, who was a part-time Kelly person, that I trained, that he was getting the managing position because he was a male. And my boss's words were, he wouldn't hire me because I was a woman. I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18, but I made a choice to say, I need to get this over with. And I did it. I picked somebody and did it with no emotion. And I just walked away. And I was like, oh, this is how it's done. So I moved to Los Angeles, hung out with some rappers at the time, didn't sleep with any of them because it wasn't my thing. They became like big brothers to me, and I watched. I sat back and watched the women throw themselves at these men, gave of themselves, hoping they'd be the one he chose. I watched them throw themselves away for nothing. So I made a choice to move to Las Vegas, to use the most powerful thing that was mine, that I owned, that nobody could tell me what to do with it. And when I say this, please excuse me, but it's called the power of pussy. And that's what I call it because it's what men will do for it. And I learned how powerful it was and the power I held within myself. I met a man, he became my pimp. He was nice, taught me the game, used protection, how to get money. He groomed me, showed me how to dress, showed me a better way of life. So I thought. Getting into the game, it was so much fun. I was making so much money, living the life, traveling, fancy cars, fancy clothes, from Escada to Chanel, Gucci, all of it. You name it, I had it. It was fun hanging out with my girlfriends, going to all these crazy parties, living life. But nobody told me there was a dark side. You go knock on strangers' doors. You never know what you're gonna get. I say this, and I try not to cry, because we bottle it down inside of us as these women, not just myself, but so many women. I was raped quite a few times. My friends were raped. And why I want to do this, and being arrested over 50 times or more. There was no recourse for us. There was nobody to protect us. No one we could go to when this happened. And then as I was trying to transition out of the business as well, and when I knew I wanted out, my friend Kelly was found chopped up and murdered in the desert. And I identified her by her tattoos. She was my best friend at the time. And no one ever figured out who her murderer was, because she was just another dead prostitute. So what I want to do is one day, I want to legalize prostitution, because these girls need to know they have a voice and they are not alone. And I don't want to legalize it for these women to say, oh, I just want to go be a prostitute. I want women who are in it, because it's going to continue. It's been around since the beginning of time, from the Bible times. It's been around and it's not going to stop. But the women have been put to so much shame I filed taxes. I did things still the legal way, and I want to teach women in it how to get out of the game, how to file their taxes, how to help them find a way step by step by step, but not just show them how to get out. What are we going to do next? So many people tell you to get out of the business, but they don't show you what to do. Let's gain the knowledge as well that these men have, and let's put our money into the right places. Let's invest our money, make a life for ourselves, for our children. Let's legalize this so we can help these women have a voice, to teach them that they matter and not let them be put to shame for what they've done for the rest of their lives. So one of my things that I want to do is legalize it for the reason that we don't have to pay somebody in between again. The brothels are legal, all these places are legal, but who runs it? Mostly a man. Why do we need to keep giving our money to somebody in between and not be independent contractors, pay the government, pay the head man, the IRS, and not pay some man in between? Because now we're losing, what, 100%, 50%? Now what are we making, 25% of our money? And I think that's wrong. Still, who runs it? A male-dominated business still. It's our bodies, what we do with it, but we're still giving our money to a man. But we have to raise up as women and know our rights and know what belongs to us, and we have to say no. We have to say no, we're not going to allow this anymore. People cannot tell us what to do with us, with our bodies. Women need to stand together instead of standing against each other. That's why I want to do this.